It is tough. I mean, but there's a lot of stuff that reminds me of her. You know, in like relationships, like you see something on TV and you're like, oh, I remember when we used to watch this, or I remember this smell, it reminds me of it.
Justin Bieber just can't let go of Selena Gomez, and the obsession is still going strong. We're breaking down exactly why this man can't seem to move on. From his star-studded 2018 wedding to Hailey Baldwin, to Selena's shocking 2024 engagement to Blanco, Justin's been spiraling behind the scenes. He's been making wild moves, tossing subtle jabs, and having breakdowns that leave fans wondering if he's really over Selena. And yes, we've got the full scoop on why Justin seems permanently locked onto his past with her, even with a wife and a baby. Even though Justin technically moved on first, marrying Hailey and starting a whole new chapter, deep down he still felt like something was missing.
Justin, are you gonna propose to Selena Gomez? You guys make a really good couple. I see that smile.
It was like he never got the closure he needed. And now it's not just Selena he's upset with, he's also feeling played by Blanco, his friend, who ended up putting a ring on the same girl Justin once thought he'd end up with. Benny wasn't just some random guy either. He and Justin shared studio time, personal convos, and heartbreak stories, especially about Selena. So Justin probably figured Benny would never take things that far. But when that ring showed up, game over. Justin had still been following Benny on Instagram, acting like everything was cool, but the second that engagement hit the news, he hit that unfollow button. Like maybe a tiny part of him still believed Selena might circle back until now. And let's not forget, Justin didn't just lose an ex. He lost a creative partner too. Benny was behind some of Justin's biggest emotional tracks, like Lonely in 2020. Which gave fans a peek into how empty and disconnected Justin really felt without Selena. Now, he's lost both the girl and the guy who helped him put that pain into music. Benny wasn't clueless about Justin's inner demons. He knew exactly what Justin went through. So when Benny started dating Selena, it wasn't just a relationship shift, it was a straight-up friendship breakup. That bromance, gone in a flash. And when Justin hit unfollow after their engagement, it wasn't some random petty move. It was a loud and clear message. Selena still has a hold on me, and trust, it's just the beginning of this twisted, tangled drama. Now, let's rewind the tape to 2019. Justin was supposed to be living that blissed-out newlywed life with Hailey, but his attention, it was locked on Selena's glow-up at Coachella. He had a wife on his arm, a ring on his finger, but his eyes, they were still chasing Selena's shine. Out of nowhere, Justin posted about a tabloid misspelling his last name. Seems innocent, right? But eagle-eyed fans spotted something in the background that changed everything. His search history revealed he'd been Googling Selena Gomez Coachella outfit and Selena Gomez Coachella outfit on stage. Fans went wild. He wasn't just scrolling, he was studying her moves like he couldn't let go.
The song's about love and significant others. How much of this is inspired by Selena?
A lot of it, dude.
When fans called him out, Justin jumped into defense mode fast. He claimed he had been watching his own Coachella footage and Selena's video came up next in the autoplay queue. But fans weren't buying it. The timing was too perfect and way too specific. More fan clips started surfacing, matching exactly what Justin was supposedly watching. It was all adding up. He had been deep diving into everything about Selena, like he was trying to hold on to whatever pieces of her were left. But before everyone labels it as straight-up obsession, let's not forget, they were still together in 2018. So in 2019, those feelings hadn't fully faded. It wasn't just old news. It was raw, real, and still burning. Justin just couldn't stop keeping tabs on Selena. It's like he was stuck replaying their memories on a loop, even with Hailey right next to him. Behind closed doors, he was clearly rethinking a lot of his life choices since saying goodbye to Selena, but his heart clearly never signed off on that decision. And let's be real. Googling her Coachella outfit is nothing compared to the creative chaos that came from losing her. Justin started channeling that heartbreak straight into his music. like every song was a message he never got to send. And the wildest part? Benny Blanco, the same guy who ended up with Selena, was the one helping Justin write some of those raw, emotional hits. Justin's tracks and all those subtle, shady moves he's made over the years show he's never truly moved on. Fans have been breaking down lyrics from his pre- and post-wedding songs, and it's clear his heart was still bleeding out his feelings for Selena, even after he said, "I do." Take Yummy in 2020. What seemed like a light pop track is now seen by many as a jealous jab at Selena's fresh, glowed-up, rare era. She was thriving, leveling up, and owning her spotlight, while Justin was stuck in a honeymoon that looked more like a heartache in disguise. Meanwhile, Selena clapped back musically with Lose You to Love Me in 2019, and fans definitely noticed the line, "In 2 months, you replaced us." It was clear, she had her say, and it hit hard. Just hours after everything went down, Hailey posted a cryptic Instagram story with Summer Walker's "I'll Kill You" playing in the background. Seriously? That wasn't just petty. It was a straight-up signal that Hailey sees what's going on. She knows Justin's eyes, and maybe even his heart, are locked on Selena. But the real drama is in his music, where Justin keeps dropping lyrical breadcrumbs that scream, "He's not over her." Let's talk about Ghost from 2020, one of his most emotional tracks yet. The line, "I miss you more than life?" That's not just poetry, that's pure pain.
The song actually didn't make the album, but it was called "If I Would Have Met You in 5 Years."
He wasn't singing about just anyone. Fans are convinced he was pouring his heart out for Selena, the one who got away. And knowing Justin, who plays it low-key but deep, he probably has vaults full of unreleased tracks that still mention her name or moments they shared. It's like his music has turned into a diary, a direct line to Selena, hoping she hears every cry between the beats. And the wild part? This emotional storm is leaking into his real life too. Even as a new dad, he seems like he's barely holding it together. Now here's where it gets even messier. In March 2025, Justin dropped an Instagram post featuring an unseen picture of baby Jack Blue's Bieber, completely out of nowhere. And the caption? "Hate to take your feelings ransom." What even was that supposed to mean? With almost 300 million followers watching, fans were instantly shook. People started questioning why he'd drag his kid into such a cryptic, emotional post like that. Since Selena's engagement, Justin's been moving reckless, doing the most out-of-pocket things. And now, it looks like the spiral isn't slowing down anytime soon. Even though Justin could have just been out here doing his own thing, living in the chaos that's followed him since tying the knot, it's pretty clear that Selena's new romance lit the match. Her fresh public love story with Benny Blanco didn't just stir the pot, it turned up the heat on a fire that had never really gone out. And Justin's shady posts? They've been adding fuel, showing just how deep his feelings for Selena still run and how he might never bounce back from their final split. Justin hasn't been quiet about the chaos either. His Instagram's been looking like a drama diary. Each post feels like a breadcrumb trail that leads straight back to Selena. As people started calling out that he wasn't over her, Justin tried flipping the script. He posted a photo of Hailey paired with Beyoncé's Irreplaceable, a not-so-subtle way of saying Selena could never take Hailey's spot. But instead of shutting down the rumors, it just made things messier. Because, let's be honest, if Selena wasn't still in his head, he wouldn't need to prove otherwise. Then it got even wilder. Justin posted an IG story of himself lighting up a joint. Not long after, he jumped on a shirtless Instagram Live, and it was obvious he wasn't in the best place. Fans started worrying fast. Some believed he had relapsed, while others swore this whole unraveling had everything to do with Selena and her new fiancé. Selena and Benny got engaged in December 2024. It was her big fairy tale moment. But for Justin, it may have felt like a personal heartbreak all over again. Fast forward to April 2025, and fans spotted something shady in Justin's story. A Gollum meme from Lord of the Rings, captioned, "Girls on social media when they get engaged." That post looked like a sneak diss, not just at Selena, but maybe even at Hailey too. With all these cryptic moves, Justin's heartbreak is basically unfolding in real time, and the internet's watching every second of it. Justin's shady posts aren't just immature, they're loud, clear, and dripping with emotion. Selena moving on with someone he once called a friend? That clearly shook him, and he's not even trying to hide it, but the crash out didn't stop there. It's looking like all the pain Justin's been burying for years is creeping back to the surface. Hard. Recently, Justin dropped a post on his Instagram story where he got painfully real. He admitted that sometimes he feels unworthy of everything he's accomplished, like he's just pretending to be successful. A fraud. This is someone who's poured his soul into music and touched millions of fans. But inside, he feels empty. And fans are convinced Selena has everything to do with that deep down sadness. These dark thoughts say a lot. Even with all the fame, the accolades, and his marriage to Hailey, Justin still seems haunted by the love he lost. The relationship that shaped him, the one that ended but never truly left his heart. Selena. Let's not forget, Justin was supposed to have moved on back in September 2018. He said, "I do" to a brand new life and promised to leave Selena behind. But behind the scenes, his heart was singing a whole different song. Word has it Justin even texted Selena, "I love you," just hours before marrying Hailey. That wasn't some random moment of weakness. That was a major sign that his heart wasn't ready. That message, whether sent for closure or confusion, revealed one brutal truth. Justin was still emotionally tangled up in the past. And now, years later, that emotional mess has him spiraling, posting petty shade, showing raw vulnerability, and proving that he might still be stuck in a love story he never wanted to end. Even with Selena thriving in love, Justin's still out here acting like a kid who refuses to give up his favorite toy. He can't stop tracking her every move, and it's clear he's not handling it well. When Selena confidently posted a throwback of her Disney audition, showing how her career took off with pride and grace, guess what Justin did? He jumped on Instagram not long after with childhood pics of himself and a shot featuring him and Hailey captioned "top bitch." Like, really? It felt like he was trying way too hard to prove a point. But here's the thing, if you have to post something just to show your wife is top, it kind of exposes that someone else is still holding a major spot in your heart, and fans aren't blind to it. That post didn't look like love. It looked like damage control. Selena's engagement shook Justin in ways he probably didn't see coming. And yes, the pettiness kept rolling. Benny popped the question on December 11th, 2024. Just 5 days later, on December 16th, Justin posted a photo of himself with Hailey, backed by All My Ghosts by Lizzie McAlpine. The lyrics? I can see it now, the wedding of the year. That wasn't just a love post. That was timed shade, no doubt. The song, the date, the caption, it all felt too specific to be random. And that was right before everything started unraveling.
This is my ex-girlfriend, so I kind of try to cover her face up with some shading, but people...
Justin's behavior in the months that followed turned chaotic. Posts, lives, and breakdowns that screamed he was still battling something deep. It's like he's trying to speak through every move, sending a message to Selena without ever saying her name. Justin may be married to Hailey, a dad to baby Jack, and a global star, but the way he's still clinging to that past love, Selena's grip clearly never let go. And now, it's written all over his timeline. Justin just can't shake her off, no matter how hard he tries. Every text, every lyric, every emotional spiral screams the same truth. Selena Gomez was the one that got away. He's shaded her, mirrored her moves, tried to outshine her, even pretended she didn't matter, but none of it worked. Instead of moving on, it's like he's the one trapped under the weight of all those what-ifs. What if he hadn't rushed into marriage? What if he gave himself time to heal? What if Selena had stayed? The regret is written all over his face, all over his music, and all over his timeline. No matter how many headlines he makes, how big his family grows, or how many hits he drops, there's always that haunting piece of his past tied to Selena. And it's not going anywhere. So what do you think? Is Justin still stuck in the past? Or is he finally ready to break free? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more jaw-dropping breakdowns, and we'll catch you on the next one.